Maybe you were 6 years old. Maybe you're 40 years old. If you're living like the devil, you do not belong to Jesus Christ. If you're living in sin, you do not belong to Jesus Christ. How do we know? Because that is what the Word of God declares. Look in 1 John, the apostle of love. He puts it in such a lovely way, and yet he's so straightforward. He says this is the message we have heard from him and declared to you. God is light, and in him there's no darkness at all. If we claim to have fellowship with him and yet walk in darkness, we lie and do not live out the truth. Do you see what John is saying? You can claim yourself to be a Christian, but if you're living in a way that is not pleasing the Lord, and here's the reality, not that you struggle with sin, but that you say, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to live with my boyfriend. I'm going to live with my girlfriend. God is okay with me. We got a deal. No, you don't. I don't even know if you're saved if that's the case. And there's many places giving you false hope that says, come to our church. We don't talk about sin here. It's not a big deal to us. You're all going to hell anyways. That's what I'm thinking. They're thinking. Listen, those people will have to give an account for what they share of the Lord. And today I wash my hands and I tell you again what I've told you through centuries and through every time I taught you the word. There's a difference between saying I prayed a prayer than to live a born again life in your daily living with Jesus Christ. Where this grace falls upon all of this, you can only be saved by his grace. You don't deserve it, but need to also not to deceive yourself. Self-deception is the worst type of deception. Paul talks clearly about those who will not inherit the kingdom of heaven.